Hey, it's Coog, and just can't wait for us to be together next Thursday. And I've got such anticipation and enthusiasm about where we're headed in structural kinesiology. And I wanted to give you a couple of tips about where we're headed. Maybe fly over this quad and talk about at the very end of this class what you'll have. And also I want you to be equipped to just move on into movement analysis on our class. The way our class works is it's called Flip the Classroom, where we provide information for you outside of class, kind of why I'm doing this video right now, and providing for you on e-class materials that by your volition and choice you move into and expose yourself to and learn from. What I've some new insight for me is that we learn by taking action, by reflecting, by creating new hypotheses, and plotting a new course and taking new action. This is huge. The research shows that if we do that, our brain is shaped in such a way or changed in such a way that you retain things and you become very skilled. Well, what do you want to be skilled at? You want to be skilled at movement, whether it be to enhance your elite athlete's performance or to assess someone's movement difficulties, or adequately prepare them through the rehabilitation process to return to movement. So we all have our vested interests, and that's why structural kinesis is such an important step in your journey or course in your journey, because you're going to leave this quad with confidence that you know human structures and you know the functionality that comes from that. So sure looking forward to sharing this journey. Like I said, I can't wait. It's going to be so great. So this is an excerpt from the syllabus. It's entitled At the Conclusion of the Course, and I've really highlighted the very first sentence, and I'm going to read it to you. You will confidently perform anatomical and kinesiological analyses and report on human movement based upon your mastery of the following. Now, in this video, I'm not reading this to you. This is available to you on the syllabus, which is posted on eClass. And these are the things that you're going to know at the end. And yeah, at the conclusion of this class, you won't be the same. Now, we have different exposures, different backgrounds, different knowledges, but what I'm confident of is that wherever you find yourself as a student of the body, there are things to learn. There are things for me to learn. Holy cow, I'm learning some new things, the influence of my colleagues, my readings, just way influenced by cadaver dissection that we did this summer and that you'll benefit from in this class. More about that later. I want to move on to say, in order to be ready for class on Thursday, let's see if I can scroll this up. I'm not doing real well with this. I'm just going to drop that down there and say, here we go. For you to be ready for movement analysis on Thursday, I want to direct your attention to the E-Class KPE 325 Module 1 Course Introduction. And you're going to equip yourself for active learning, and the active learning starts in the first 90 seconds of us making eye contact. We're going to move right out of the chute, and then we're going to have some time to reflect, and we're going to form up into, we teach our courses in a format called team-based learning, and so we'll form up the teams. You're going to become tremendous allies and movement analysis teams. you benefit from saying, wait a minute now, I don't get that, and another, or you make a statement that if that muscle group is contracting eccentrically, that changes the whole way we think about, or when you produce your videos together, right, it all comes out better because you're together. What I want to assure you, when I say teams, I know that very often that elicits something in you that says, oh shoot, I hate it when we work in teams. There's sloppiness that happens, or piggyback writing of people who don't do their work. I'm not requiring any team activities or projects outside of class. You can meet outside of class, but it's not required. The team work that we do is all inside of class. What you do outside of class is your individual study to be ready to come in with the cognates or the concepts, the theories, the detail that allows you then to critically think and problem solve and do labs. And one of the distinctives of this class is that you'll do video capture and analyze a movement that your team decides to do, and then post that, the analysis and the video, to E-class and submit before the end of class. So when you leave class, all of that is done. What do you do outside of class? You prepare yourself for the content, or with the content that we'll use in the following class. So we're a little bit up-tempo. Sometimes you need to be protected from my own my enthusiasm and my trying to shoehorn things in. Sometimes less is more, and I'm learning that better. I'm learning it better. If you need to get next to me and clear your voice and say, Coog, that's a little too up-tempo, I'll take your feedback. We die without feedback. I die without feedback. You die without feedback, and that has more ramifications than I have time to develop right now. So here's our deal. To be ready for Thursday, go to Course Introduction and avail yourself of the materials there. Some of them might be way familiar, and you're on top of those things. But if you're not familiar with the planes and axes for analysis of movement, you're gonna get after that before Thursday to successfully accomplish that. And then, sorry to be rustling my papers there a little bit, I want you to dress for activity. Now, you can look pretty and handsome and dress for activity. Really what I'm saying is, don't wear dresses, don't wear kilts without underwear. Well, don't wear kilts at all. And don't wear skinny jeans, because we've got to get into different positions, and if your jeans are restricting movement, I mean, I'm sure they look good, but we've got to go beyond looking good for functionality, okay? And then this is a reiteration of what I've said already. So dress for activity, and then C, plan to use what you already know about planes and axes, navigation or description of body part. Let me be specific. This is the medial epicondyle. Excuse me. This is the lateral epicondyle. This is the medial epicondyle. So we ought to be able to ask each other the question: what's the relationship of this epicondyle to this epicondyle? Well, it's lateral too, okay? And the coronoid process is inferior to the coronoid fossa. Coronoid fossa is in the humerus. Coronoid process is on the ulna. So this is distal to or inferior to the other. So you need to have that down. So the three cardinal planes: sagittal plane, frontal plane, and transverse plane. and what axes go with all three of those. So be up on top of that, because I'll describe motion that I want you to do, and vice versa. You'll describe motion in light of planes and axes. Now, why would we need to do that? Because this course is all about knowing structure, knowing function, and analyzing motion, and making clinical or applications that are for those of you going into healthcare, or those of you going into fitness, teaching movement in some way. Professionals talk to each other that way, and now's the time to really be talking in your head, how you think, and how you speak with your peers and professors, and how you speak with the mentors in your internships. So, okay, Lord bless you. What a great privilege to get started. Take care. Bye-bye.